CrazyMikesapps.com with an iPhone app video demo for AnyShape photo editor. This easy-to-use advanced photo editor has 15 convenient tools that let you edit photos right from your iPhone using a Bézier selection tool to create irregular photo cropping, filtering, and colorizing effects. Getting started with this app, on the bottom right, tap on the question mark and it pulls up a YouTube video which gives you a very brief tutorial on how to use the application. They're showing you how to use the Bézier curve or the Bézier selection tool, which allows you to make parametric curves and do some really interesting editing. Now we're going to go out of here and I'm going to show you step by step how to use this app. Tapping on the settings button above the question mark pulls up the image quality settings. You can change the JPEG compression quality. There's also maximum export resolution as well as maximum import resolution. Notice that when you change one, the other may change. Now you also have some information at the bottom. You can mail a developer, rate the app, share the app, or tell a friend about the app, and tap on other apps to see Procam and Visualizer IT by this developer. Now we're going to exit out of here and then we're going to go to the I below the save button on the right side. In here, you actually get a tip when you access it about tapping the resolution label to alternate between dimensions and megapixel. And that's in the very bottom where you see my finger tapping. It changes from megapixels to the dimensions of the image. You can also see the size of the image as well as the file type. Now we're going to exit out of here and tap on the little floppy disk. That will save whatever image you have pulled up in the photo editor. Now to get into photo editing, tap on the plus sign on the right navigation bar and it'll give us a chance to select an image from our camera roll. Once an image is selected, you can tap on edit in the top right, pulls up a variety of editing tools. We're going to start off with the cropping tool or the Bézier selection tool. It pulls up a pencil, a directional finder, a zoom, and an eyeball. Tap on the pencil and you can start to tap dots or numbers around your text, which is what I'm going to do. I'm basically going to cut the text out of this image. You can do that with this tool. Once you're done with that, you can tap on the directional finder above the pencil and it locks in the black and red circles, which you can manipulate by dragging with your finger in portrait or landscape mode for more precise editing. Now to even do more precise editing, tap on the zoom box above the directional finder. It gives you a tip. It's just pinch in, pull out. You get the idea to do some further precise cropping. And then you can tap on the eyeball above the zoom to see what your cropped picture will look like. Now once you're done, tap done and we can go into the enhancing mode from the main editing toolbar. This editing tool allows you to edit the light, color, tone, balance, and then there are some additional tools to enhance the picture. You can see the sliders there for brightness. The next one is for gamma, and the last one is actually exposure. Now, I've set them so you can't see the picture. To default or restore them to defaults, just tap on the icon on the bottom for each slider and it'll go back to the default. Now the green check mark will always save in whatever editing or filter or area you're in. The X cancels. The eyeball will always show you what your original looked like, and you can see original and edited there. Now we're actually going into the cropping area here. In here is actually the area that I cut out, but you can tap on inverse and see the opposite or the inverse of what you cut out of. You can also select a shading and then you have some sliders there to enhance blur and some other features. Now going into the real fun stuff, which are the effects or the filtering. In here there are a number of filters as well as colorizing options. Again, you can do this in regular or inverse. You'll start out in grayscale and it'll show you what it looks like. Just tap on the eyeball to see the original. I'm going to go ahead and select emboss for the first layer. I have a slider there where I can actually enhance the emboss to be sharper or not as sharp or a little bit more distorted. So you can do that with some of them. Once you're done, you can tap on the box with the arrow coming out of it and you can add a new editing layer or undo cropping, filtering, and enhancing. I'm going to go ahead and add a new layer. We're going to go back to the Bézier tool and I'm going to remove my original cropping and I'm going to add a new one. And I'm going to go underneath the text complete photo editor and I'm going to cut that out for the heck of it just to show you what you can do. Now we'll go back into the filtering area. I'm going to choose a new filter for this, not the swirl distortion. I do want you to be able to read it. As you can see, there are a large number of filters. Not all have the slider, most do. And then after that, we can actually go into the colorizing portion of the filtering area. Reds, greens, and blue have a slider, and then you can also pull up from the bottom, drag up, and you'll actually access a whole another selection of colors. And this is what my final product is. Tap on home and then I can tap on the floppy disk and save this to my camera roll. Now we're going to exit out of here. I'm going to show you where I started from and where I ended up, or actually what I ended up with there, what I was in the middle of, and then where I started at. So the Bezier selection tool really isn't available in anything other than graphic editing tools from desktop software, but now you can get it in an iPhone app. That's it. Until next time, see ya.